So when it comes to teaching exercise with people with all sorts of fatigue symptoms, I try and make it functional. So what we said about the levels of energy they've got, rather than taking a chunk of energy, putting them in a gym and saying, go and do certain gym movements, it's going to take too much of their energy up. So what I tend to do is make it functional with their day-to-day activities, but increase it to the point where they can incorporate it into their daily activities, but also build and hopefully improve. The first one, a lot of it is how they stand up. So I'm going to try and sort of work my way through. If they had EDS and they've got hypermobility, how do we move with them? If they've got MS, how do we improve that movement? It's the whole idea is to improve the posture, the transfers and how well they transfer, their coordination, balance and gait. So those are the sort of 5 things I will focus in on and work round it in terms of building exercises on based on what their baseline actually is. So for some people, they've come to me and they've not exercised for, you can count, never probably. And a lot of them sometimes will be sitting for a long period of time. Their back will be up against like with yourself, where your back is up against the chair. They could be working at a desk where their back is fully supported, so their core is not engaging at all in terms of their sitting tolerance. And if their sitting tolerance isn't there, then it gets a little bit harder in terms of building up for standing tolerance, and then further forward in terms of walking tolerance. So I will see how far they can actually sit from a posture point of view. And actually, so if you don't mind, my lovely, trying to come forwards a little bit, so it's actually, you're not leaning against the back of the chair. That's perfect. And you're engaging your tummy muscles. The posture in terms of your shoulder blades are down, your neck. And fellow osteopath told me this, putting a soft peach under your chin. Imagine you've got a soft peach under your chin, but you're holding it in place, but you're not gonna squeeze it. Does that make sense? So it's putting yourself in the right posture, engaging your tummy muscles, and actually seeing how long you can hold that position before. Often muscular fatigue can kick in at this point if they've not been holding it for, well, if they've not held their own muscles up for a long time.
So how long would someone...
I will time this.
So let's say she has EDS. Could it literally be minutes before they clap down?
Oh, not even minutes. It could be a lot less than that. So what I find with EDS is their proprioception of where their joints are sitting is often not there. They are normally very hypermobile. So where you're sitting and when me and you would sit, the shoulders will sit in a certain place. For them, they don't know what their norm is, where the shoulders actually sit. So they could already be hyperflexed already. So this is where sometimes taping can come in to put the shoulder back in place. And this is where chiropractors and osteopaths do come in to try and put their joints back to where they should be. So I'm mindful of that. So sometimes it could be just up to a few seconds. They could be up to a minute, could be a couple of minutes, but it's recognizing that actually my body is now tired, and then I'll get them to sit back.